My wife was driving the other day and she made a sudden sharp turn. And then the car sounded terrible with a loud grumbling noise coming from under the middle of the car. The noise got worse when accelerating, so I figured it was an exhaust problem, as if the muffler was gone. My wife cannot tolerate the embarrassment of driving around with no exhaust muffling, so I need to eliminate the noise ASAP. I don't have a garage, so I need to do something after work and before dark. I'll do a permanent fix on the weekend. Mite-size that car. The first step is to find the problem. Looking around, it's obvious what happened. The bolts on the rear catalytic converter rusted away and finally broke the flanged joint apart. You can see light coming through. I can push the joint together with my fingers. Looks like I could just replace this one bolt to temporarily seal it up so my wife can use the car. It's hard to tell, but the original bolts were splined into the flange on the catalytic converter. They looked like this. Unfortunately, replacement cam bolts were more than $20 each. I will be opting for regular nuts and bolts. A little research shows that the original bolts were M10-1.25. I picked up these nuts and bolts with flanged ends from the local auto parts store. Hopefully they will fit. My first brilliant idea was to hit it with a hammer. This did nothing but bend the flange. Then I decided to cut away the head of the spline stud with an angle grinder because it was rusted on. Then I tried the hammer again, and again I bent the flange. Oh, I know what I forgot. Penetrating fluid. That'll work. Again with the hammer and again with the bent flange. Don't hit it with a hammer. Then I figured if it was pressed on, then it should be pressed out. So I tried pliers and pop, out it came. The bolt I bought fit right in.
Sweet.
I left it loose so I could start the car. Listen to the noise go away as the bolt is tightened. My wife will be happy. Over the weekend, I had time to finish the repair. I removed the remaining upper heat shield because it was in the way and in bad shape. I used this tie rod puller tool instead of the pliers to press out the old spline studs. They popped right out. You could also use a C-clamp and an old socket to press them out. The 40mm long bolt was too long, so I removed it. When all the bolts were out, I was able to use a pick and some penetrating fluid to rip out the old gasket. Then I installed one of these Felpro exhaust gaskets into the groove. I reattached the joint using 30mm long bolts. A little research showed that these class 10.9 fine thread bolts had a maximum torque of about 50 foot-pounds, so I torqued them to 45 foot-pounds. This job came out very good. The offensive noise is gone and it will last for years. Click the link to see me install a new heat shield.